Hey everyone, welcome to another objective review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Marline by Javi Perez. Marline is a unique weather app that lets you discover weather, tides, and moon wherever you are, and as never before. It's completely gesture-based, and it has a nice top-down visual hierarchy where the center is for the weather right now. You scroll down and you have your tide information, and you scroll up to get your moon information. The horizontal visual hierarchy is essentially for today's forecast, tomorrow, and the day after that. When you're looking at the current weather, tapping on the puck in the center will reveal information in more detail about sunrise, current temperature, and when the sun is going to set. Simply tap on the puck again to dismiss the information, and you're back to where you were. Swiping down to reveal the tide section, you have three similar cards for today, tomorrow, and day after, each indicating whether the tide is a rising one or a falling one for that particular day. Again, tapping on the puck will show you more detailed information about the tides. Swiping up twice from the tide section or once from the weather section will take you to the moon section. Again, swipe horizontally to go from today, tomorrow, and day after. Now, each one of these sections will show you the phase of the moon, and which, when you swipe left or right, transitions very beautifully. So when you get the app, do pay attention to the fine details that the app developer has. You can see fine details like this throughout the app, no matter which part of the app you're browsing through, and it takes a lot of time and patience to get these things right, and these are absolutely spot on. Based on your location, if the app is able to gather more information about how the weather details are for that particular evening, say you have a cloudy night or a starry night, the app's background itself will change to reflect that in a very beautiful transition. Whenever you're viewing a card for today's weather, moon, or tide information, you can swipe from the left edge and reveal the weather information for the next 10 days. Once again, the iconography here is very immaculate and very detailed, which raises the bar for iOS app design to a whole new level in my opinion. Swiping up from the moon section will further bring you to the app settings, which is basically just one setting whether you want to use imperial or metric units. When you swipe further down from the tide section, you will be greeted with some information about the app developer himself, as well as if you keep swiping up, it'll actually rotate the icon of the developer and change to portfolio, and when you leave it there, it'll open his portfolio link in your browser, which in my opinion is very creative. The app developer got in touch with me and also told me about a nice little Easter egg that's hidden in the app. If you go into settings and tap on the imperial toggle setting 5 times, well, see what happens. I'm a big fan of such Easter eggs in iOS apps, and I always love finding them. Had the app developer not told me about it, I would have completely missed it, but I'm so glad I did not. Marline is a weather app, but it's way more than that. With its beautifully organic gestures and animations and transitions and great detail to iconography and visual presentation of the information that you usually see in a list, I think Marline is the cherry on the cake when it comes to weather apps. I highly recommend you go and download it. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, you know what to do. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about the app. I'll see you next time. Cheers.